Hello and Shabbat Shalom to you. Hope that you are excited about entering Shabbat and some relaxation. We have a lot going on this day, and as we enter this week of Shabbat, this weekend of Shabbat, talking about the Torah portion. So first of all, today is Yom Yerushalayim. It's Jerusalem Day. It's the day that commemorates the reunification of Jerusalem. So happy Yom Yerushalayim. That is today, right now. Happy Yom Yerushalayim. So want to make sure that I mention that. And then also we enter a brand new book in the Torah. We enter the fourth book of the Torah, Bamidbar, in the desert, hence the desert behind me. Also makes sense. We're talking about Israel a little bit. This is behind me is the Negev. And so the Israelites traverse this desert all throughout this book of Bamidbar. And I want to just mention two different things to you about this week's Torah portion. One is that it's about a census because it's believed that the book of Leviticus, the previous book, the Israelites didn't move at all. They were camped the whole time so that they could really hear clearly all the instruction in regards to sacrificial system in the book of Leviticus. So when they start to move again, as we begin this week's Torah portion, there's a census that's taken, and it comes to, the Torah portion tells us, 603,550 men. And the men they're in draftable age in case they need a military, roughly between 20 and 60, I think is the age range. And so 603,550. And I just want us to think about, from Moses' perspective, this is what Moses was working with, 603,550 men. So multiply that by 2 at minimum, and you get over 1 million people that are wandering in the desert that Moses is in charge of. So just to think about Moses in this situation, because this is how our Torah portion starts. The second half I want us to think about is this idea of the desert itself. And there's something beautiful and really intentional about the fact that the story that will continue now for the Israelites takes place in the desert. And it's truly believed that the original band of slaves, essentially, that come out of Egypt, slowly that then learn through the book of Leviticus all of the rules of what sacrifice means, now really turn into a true nation. They turn into an into a people, and connect to a peoplehood. And that happens in the desert. It happens in this nowhere land. They're not here nor there. They're not in the promised land. They're not in Egypt. So they're in this perfect spot for them to develop into a perfect nation. And so it's something we'll be talking about throughout the whole book. And I want us to just think on the Shabbat, that beauty of that in-betweenness that sometimes happens for us. That beauty of something might be ending and something's coming, but we're in that middle spot. Sometimes it's challenging. Sometimes it's nerve-wracking. And by the way, the Israelites had a lot of struggles and will have a lot of struggles for us. We'll see as we read this book. But just think about the beauty of what we're about to enter and talk about the idea of the nothingness that is the midbar, the desert. I look forward to seeing you a little bit later in a few hours at 6:30 at our service, and then tomorrow morning for us to discuss Bamidbar, our brand new Torah portion, the book of Numbers, at 8:30 for our service and Torah discussion. Shabbat Shalom.